let's get into defense here.
Yeah.
It's time for some defense.
Let's talk about the D.
Whoa, we can't talk about that. It's not that kind of show.
Fence.
Oh, okay, there we go. So last time, here's the big one for me because I don't think this is going to happen again. But we talked about Deonte Banks before, and he's going to be starting, obviously, and playing in this game. Last time we played the Commanders, Terry McLaurin had just 22 yards, guys. That's it. He's averaging on every game but the one against us, the other 7 games they played, 79.6 yards per game. My big question is, can we repeat that? Is that legitimate to think we can? Because this team had trouble. Remember, they put up 7 field goals against us. Could put up touchdowns. 7 field goals. And the big thing is they didn't have a receiver that did anything in the game, basically. Can Scary Terry do it? Because this is not the first time he faced Banks. He faced him once the year before as a rookie, when Banks' rookie year. And he got like 65 or 70 yards, I want to say, in that matchup. I can always double check the stats on there, but it was around that. So wasn't his best game, but wasn't his worst like this. 22 yards is like really unheard of for Scary Terry. He's probably one of the most underrated receivers in this league, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a very safe and fair statement.
Yeah, I mean, look at
and
the
also
quarterback he's gonna play
underutilized.
with.
Like Scary Terry is, and there's so many memes that's gone around the internet since Daniel has got there, of like how amazing of a deep threat that guy could actually be when utilized properly.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
his first 5 years in the league, he had 5,300 yards. With that cluster of bad quarterback play all over the place. Like I said, a very underrated player. I don't think it's legitimate that we can sit there and go, yeah, we'll get him for 22 yards again. That's it. You have to plot for
no,
more yards out of him. So,
no, you have to figure out what we play week 2. Will we play them week 3?
yeah.
Week 3.
Yep. Week 2.
Yeah, so you're talking about a brand new quarterback to a team,
And yep, that's the other thing.
who is now halfway through the season.
Whoa.
More rapport, like you said. Whoa, like, and actually, like, whoa, Bon Jovi rest stop still not open yet. Damn.
Anyway. Rest stop. But yeah, I mean, Jayden Daniels is now a more seasoned player in the league. He had a 71.8 completion percentage in this game. He's got a 79.3 completion percentage. 71.8 completion percentage on the season, which is leading the NFL. He had a 79.3 completion percentage against the Giants week 2. We could not stop him from completing passes. It was insane how methodical this offense was going against this defense. And can we stop that this time?
I mean, granted, our defense is also playing better as well, so like we can't take that away.
Not against the run, and that's to be the biggest problem. We'll get into that in a minute. But
yeah, I was gonna say. It's a good segue right there.
Yeah, but I mean, Jayden Daniels, though, we also have to remember he's also dealing with those rib injuries. The rib injury he has there. And he won't be practicing much all week. You got to wonder if he takes a couple hits to the midsection, which typically when a quarterback gets taken down, it's where he gets hit. He's going to hurt himself even worse? Honestly, that should be a concern that they have there. Let's talk about the Giants though against the run, because Brian Robinson Jr. We talked about it after the game where he said he looked like a stud running back basically, and quite frankly, he's not. He's a 4-yard guy, 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards. That's what he's been. He's not a home run guy, but he had 133 yards and just 17 carries in the last matchup. Absolutely insane. Jayden Daniels, by the way, 10 carries, 44 yards. They had 215 rushing yards against us as a team. You can't win that way, guys.
Nope.
You cannot win giving up 215 rushing yards because 2 reasons. One, that means they're scoring points probably. They're getting down the field. But number 2, your offense is not seeing the field. Point blank, they're not seeing the field. We
No.
lost by 3 points in this game, guys, last time. And if you look at the time of possession, we were 15 minutes less than them. That's a whole quarter. That's a big difference. They had the ball for 37 minutes, 32 seconds. We had it for 22 minutes and 28 seconds.
And this offense is also a lot better than we faced in the last time. Like,
yes,
they're firing at way higher cylinders, if you will, than last time. Like, granted, like they were more of a run-heavy offense last time we played them because they were pretty much testing the waters with their new rookie quarterback, if you will. But guess what? This new rookie quarterback is looking like the best quarterback in the draft class. And
the best quarterback to come out in a long time.
yes. Yes. Literally
I mean,
just took
even
the words out of my
I
word.
hate to say it this way, but he's outplaying CJ Stroud last year. And y'all know what I think of CJ. I was a big fan of him coming out in general.
Yes.
But he's playing
You and
better
me both.
now than
You
he
and me
played
both.
CJ Stroud,
Listen,
especially considering the lack of talent around him.
we're 2 for 2 right now of like who we thought was the
We're
best quarterback.
We've done 2 draft classes, and we've been right on both times who the best quarterback was.
Yeah. And Jayden Daniels, he's looking like a stud.
Yep.
And it
Everybody loved Caleb. Jayden Daniels, they overlooked him.
yeah.
Imagine what he would be doing in Chicago if he had that trio of receivers.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Imagine those Packer fans, how upset they would be.
Oh yeah. That's why they'd be upset, don't you know?
Oh, don't you know?
Now we got to talk about the pass rush part too, because the Giants got 5 sacks on Jayden Daniels last time. Jason Pinnock had 2 of them. This was though before Brian Burns and Azeez Ojulari got going. They still hadn't had a sack in the season by the end of the game. Ojulari now has 6 in 6 games. Brian Burns has 5 in 6 games. What does that say? That means they're averaging about 2 sacks a game between the two of them.
Yeah. Those boys are on fire.
Yep. And what's the worst thing to have when you have a quarterback that's got sacked a lot by a team, and that same team's coming back in, and they've got even better at sacking the quarterback? The worst thing to have is
More bigger sacks.
the worst thing is a left tackle being out.
Yeah.
And that's what they're dealing with. The left tackle position is in shambles right now. Absolute shambles. So Brandon Coleman is out with a concussion. Cornelius Lucas, who's the backup left tackle, has an ankle injury. They're both expected to be out. The Commanders actually worked out Yadni Kajust. Remember, we had him in camp this year. He's the guy who was with the Patriots for a couple of years. They literally brought him into workout today because that's how bad their tackle situation has gotten. Not that we can talk. Ours is bad too, but
yeah.
I'm enjoying that somebody else is having the problem at least. So yeah, backup Trent Scott is going to have to probably start a left tackle for them. He's literally their third option at left tackle. So yeah, that's not good, guys. If you are a fan of the Commanders, you got to be concerned about that. I mean, that's an issue. This is a right-handed quarterback, as most of them are. So this means the left tackle is literally protecting his blind spot. His blind spot cannot be very protected when you have a third-string tackle covering. Much like us, we're the same thing. We had Andrew Thomas out. We have Josh Asuto out. We have Chris Hubbard in. This is their Chris Hubbard. I fully expect Brian Burns to feast. And if he doesn't, I'm mentioning his contract quite often during the program.
Oh, 100%.
And rightfully so, I think. So, we'll see what happens there. But that's where I'm at. Because I'm looking at that going, something ain't right here. That's the situation the Giants should be able to blow out this game entirely at. And it's a very dangerous combination to have Jayden Daniels with a bad rib and a third string left tackle. That's a really bad combination, guys. We have to take command of that scenario. No pun intended there. If we don't go ahead and get to him to the point where, and I don't want to make it seem like this is like a Saints situation, a Bounty Gate situation. But you're just gonna hit him. I mean, that's what it boils down to. Like you're not gonna say, "Oh, he's injured. Let me just lightly try to get him to the ground." Like, no, you're gonna smack
No,
him. You're gonna hit him, and you're gonna hit him in the ribs probably because that's where you hit a quarterback.
you'd be
This
sitting
guy,
nice too.
I gotta wonder if we see Marcus Mariota at some point, and if we do, this whole game changes. If Marcus Mariota's in there, the Giants have a chance. If Jayden Daniels in there, we don't. Have
100%.
much of a chance. I should say, don't have much of a chance. It's always a chance. So you're saying there's a chance.
Any given Sunday.
That's why they play the games.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's give our final thoughts and picks here on the game. Now, tomorrow night we'll do our actual pick show, guys. So we're just gonna go over who we think the Giants are gonna win or not, basically. If you're interested in the gambling stuff, that's all next week, where I get to once again brag about beating Rob. And
Oh, jeez.
what?
1 point. 1 point.
1 point. I have won
like-
6 out of 8 weeks now.
It's like you put up 12 points or something.
I'm saying I won 6 out of 8 weeks.
It's like you put up 12 points in 1 week or something.
I'm just saying 6
It's
out of 8.
It's like you
6
put
out
up
of
12
8 is a good
points or
ratio.
something.
That means you, much like the Giants, are 2-6.
No, because in standings, I'm 2 off.
In the points total, yes, you are. But in the week by week record, you're 2-6.
Listen, you just got to get. I'll skunk you 1 more week, and then I'll be like 8 ahead of you. And then I want to hear you talk about how many weeks you won.
Oh, I'll still
whatsoever.
talk about that because that'll be my thing. Like, well, you may be up now total wise, but I've won 5 out of 10.
But if you follow my bets, you'd be winning more money with me.
I know, but I would have to come up with something to make my ego feel better. So that's what I'll do. So
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.